Is the Universal Studios Japan VIP Pass actually worth the money? Well, I'm here to tell you about our experience and run you through everything that you need to know. When we were first looking for information about the Universal Studios Japan VIP Pass, there wasn't a lot of information that we could really find on the internet other than what was listed in Klook or what come with the package. So we were sort of flying a little bit blind. And we've seen the horror nightmares of lining up trying to get into Universal Studios and the massive waves of crowds. So we were a bit reluctant to not go without it. Now, our theory going to Japan was we're only sort of going once, which we definitely will be going back, but we wanted to spend the money to make sure we could get the most out of it. Now, the main question on everyone's mind is how much did it cost? Well, for the VIP passes for 2 people, it was $830.90. Now, you still have to purchase your general admission tickets on top of that as well. Yes, it is a little bit expensive, but when you look at grabbing the express pass options, it really isn't that much different from the higher tier. We thought, well, we're there, like I said before, let's spend the money, let's enjoy it to the fullest that we can. And we're so glad that we did. We purchased these both through Klook. So you're able to buy your VIP passes and your general admission in the same spot. And honestly, Klook was an absolute lifesaver for us, and we booked a lot of our Japan trip through Klook, and it just kept everything in the one place, and it was fairly priced. And because it wasn't that much more expensive than the express pass, and you actually get express passes in your VIP pass, it was a bit of a no-brainer for us. Now, the other question on everyone's mind is, what do you actually get in the pass? So you get your VIP entrance in the morning, which is fantastic, because when we went, there was 45,000 people entering the park that day. It's not too bad if you don't get it, because the queue moves very quick, but it definitely felt very nice to be part of the smaller queue on the side. So you line up to the left of the main queue, and you get your lanyard and your passes for the day. So you actually get 4 express pass tickets that they give you as part of your VIP pass. So not only do you get your 3-hour guided tour, but you also get express passes to use outside of the tour. And that's why the benefit for a little bit extra was so good for us. So with your 3-hour tour, they take you in the back entrances or the staff entrances onto all the rides. So we got to go onto Jaws, into Nintendo World without a time ticket, Mario Kart Koopa's Challenge, Yoshi's Adventure, Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, all taken in through the back entrance. So we didn't wait. We walked in and straight up and on the ride. So that in itself saved an incredible amount of time. One bit of advice I'll give you when booking your tour time. Now, we originally wanted to book it at 9 a.m. because I had this thought in my mind. I was like, oh, can we not get in through the VIP pass if we don't book it first thing in the morning? But that's not true. If you have a VIP pass booked at any point throughout the day, you enter through the VIP doors, which is amazing. Now, we booked it at 11 o'clock, which turned out to be such an incredible time. Whilst everyone else was running over to get access to Nintendo World because they didn't have timed entry tickets, we were able to coast over to the Hogwarts area and jump on the Flight of the Hippogriff and Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey without waiting in lines at all. We jumped on the Forbidden Journey first because that was meant to be the busiest one. So we walked in, no lines, straight through, straight onto the ride without a wait. I think we waited 10 to 15 minutes for Flight of the Hippogriff because everybody else has started coming over by then. So we've just nailed 2 rides without using any of our express passes. After we finished there, we had a bit of a look around the park and sort of got our bearings a little bit, grabbed a butterbeer as well whilst we were there. Then we made our way over to the VIP lounge. So you've got to get there 15 minutes early before your tour starts. They've got a VIP lounge which you can go into. There's complimentary drinks. There's no alcohol drinks in there, but there was apple juices, coffees, teas, waters. I think there was soft drink as well, all part of it. So you sit there, enjoy a drink, and then you'll get greeted by your tour guide. The tours are normally groups of 10 for the 3-hour tour. There is other tours that are more expensive, but I'm just running through what we went through and the cheaper of the options for the VIP passes. So you go in a group of 10, they take you around, they give you a bunch of information about Universal Studios and a lot of cool information and insight into the crazy world that it is. The tour itself, you get taken into like the back of Jaws we went on. You get a couple of little breaks to go to the bathroom, grab something to eat if you want to, and then you regroup. You float around with the tour for 3 hours, and your last stop is Nintendo World. So you walk straight past all the queues, no line for Nintendo World. And once you get in there, you're not on a set time limit to be in the Nintendo World area. So you can explore as you please once you've gone on all the rides with your tour. Once your tour is finished, you get taken straight up to the counter of Canopio's Cafe, which again, no line, no waiting, straight up, order, sit down. You also get a couple of meal or discount vouchers that you can use throughout the park as well. You can't use them at the little popcorn stalls, but there's participating restaurants that allow you to use them too. I think we forgot to use it at Canopio's Cafe because we were just too excited by everything. So you finish at Canopio's Cafe, then, like I said, you can float around Nintendo World as much as you please there. Once the tour had ended, we mapped out what kind of rides that we wanted to go and do. Unfortunately, the Flying Dinosaur was under maintenance, which I was very upset about. However, my wife wasn't too fussed. We went on the Hollywood Dream ride, and I think she got a bit of a shock about the roller coasters. That was fun. It wasn't too crazy, but we got off, and she was very excited to not have to go on the Jurassic Park ride. We went on Zed's ride, Space Fantasy, and honestly, that was probably one of the highlights of my day. That ride was so cool, and knowing a lot of Zed's music growing up, it was pretty surreal to go and be on that ride and sing and enjoy flying around. You don't have to get the VIP pass. Your express passes are going to save you a lot of time on the rides. You just need to make sure you get your Nintendo timed entry as well. We spent 11 to 11 and a half hours in the park, and we saved roughly 6 hours of waiting in lines just from having the VIP pass and the express passes. I don't see how you can get through everything in one day if you're just going on a regular admission ticket. I definitely would at minimum get express passes. It's worth the money. It's a long day as it is without having to wait in queues for a couple of hours. Honestly, if we go again, we will be getting the VIP pass again. So all in all, if you've got one day to enjoy Universal Studios and you want to make the most of it, consider the VIP pass. Honestly, it's expensive, but in terms of value and seeing the park and what you get out of it, like I said, we were there for 11 hours. The park's only open for 12 hours. We didn't do everything, and we saved roughly 6 hours of waiting in lines. So if you're going to be going to Japan, if you're going to go to Universal Studios and you've only got one day to see it, consider getting the VIP pass for Universal Studios.